As some of you know, before I discovered semen retention, my life sucked. I was super socially anxious. I would be one of those guys on like Kick, I think that app is still around. I would be one of those guys on Omegle, just lonely, looking for attention. I was too scared to talk to people that were from my grade. Really bad social anxiety. So I did live in Venezuela for about 4 years. My parents were missionaries. We went there to start a church. And for some of you who don't know and don't have that multicultural experience, when a Western man, like a white boy, kind of like me, goes to a third world country, automatically everybody views you as like a god. Like they put you up here, your social status is through the roof. You're just like a god amongst men, basically. As a kid, having all that attention thrown at me, social opportunities given to me on a silver platter, that really leaves no room for improvement. It's kind of like a pretty girl who goes throughout her life and has everything given to her, told she's beautiful all her life, and basically expects opportunities to come to her, which is going to happen because she's a woman. That's going to happen anyways. But that's kind of how it was for me, and that's a problem. Men can't live their lives like that, and that's where I went wrong. And then when I came to America and I was just another white boy and nothing special about me, boom, zero attention really. I had like the occasional like girl have a crush on me and stuff, but it was quite the culture shock for me. I came here in 7th grade. I only had like 2 friends that entire year. I was always that kid that didn't talk to people. I'd always have anxiety when it was time to go to recess because I didn't want to be seen as a loner, not having anybody to talk to. And this continued throughout high school and no friends. When it was time to go to recess, I remember in middle school when it was time to go to recess, like I'd always ask for a library pass so I could go like to the library instead of being out and socializing, because I cared so much what people thought, and I didn't want to be seen like with nobody because I wanted to have friends, but I was so afraid to make them. This continued throughout middle school and high school, and I missed so much opportunities. I didn't go to prom at all throughout high school. I didn't go to the homecoming. I never went to any of those dances. It wasn't until I discovered nofap everything changed. I was always a happy kid. I was always extrovert. I always liked talking to people, like with my family members. When we used to live in Venezuela, I used to always love when my aunts and uncles would come over because they'd bring our cousins and we'd always have a good time. And I was never shy about stuff like that. So deep down, I was always a people person. I always loved people. And it was just sad when I came to America, it all just like was different. It was harder to make friends. So much individualism in society, and especially for a person like me, a boy with social anxiety, it was near impossible for me to socialize and make friends. It wasn't until a couple years later I discovered nofap from a video, and I made a change. Placebo or not, I went into school that next semester. Man, it changed my life. I was talking to everybody. My confidence was through the roof. I was so much more enthusiastic. I'd laugh more. I would smile more. I was making more friends. I noticed a lot more female attraction towards me because I was more confident. My head was up now. My chest was out. I could see people more. It was crazy. It was honestly, call it placebo, call it whatever you want. It still changed my life and it made me who I am today. So through that discovery, nofap/semen retention kind of opened the floodgates for me in a sense. It kind of gave me that subconscious permission that, oh, I am liked by people. I am desired by the opposite sex. It had to take something as powerful as semen retention to just bring the true me out. That's what it did. It brought the real me out, and it also helped me stop caring what people thought about me because I was just eluding so much glow, so much masculine energy, so much enthusiasm for life that I didn't have time to care about what people thought about me. And this blessed my life in multiple ways. Okay, I discovered that I'm good at talking. I'm confident. I am desired by people, which is important for a public speaker, for somebody who is trying to network and use people for their own endeavors in life. You can't be somebody out here with social anxiety trying to network, trying to, make big things out of the world. Okay, you have to talk to get your way around. And before I discovered nofap, I fathomed being like that because, I was afraid to even talk to somebody, let alone get on a stage and speak to hundreds of people. I could never fathom doing that. Tell me if you guys relate with that, feeling lost before you discover semen retention or nofap, but then after a couple weeks of being on semen retention, it kind of opens those floodgates and allows the true you to come out finally. That's one of the biggest benefits that it changed my life in. Now fast forward a couple of years, I've kind of gotten used to the benefits and the new life that semen retention gave me. I've kind of reached a baseline, but I'm okay with that because I realize now that this baseline is how my life is supposed to be. All men are supposed to be at this baseline. Anything below, you're suboptimal as a man. Because being socially anxious, being shy, being afraid to take risks, those are not masculine traits. Okay? So in a way, semen retention unlocks your true manhood, your masculinity. Because with all that energy that you're harnessing, you're going to go out and do something with it. And that's a masculine thing. For years, I was so suppressed by the side effects of over masturbation, which was more insecurities and being shy and being afraid of women and viewing women as sexual objects and nothing more. When you can break free from this barrier holding you down, and you finally get up to that, maybe above the baseline for a couple of months, experiencing the benefits and enjoying all that, you're going to reach baseline. And once you're here, that's when you really just have to be like, okay, this is how my life's supposed to be. I should be on my purpose. I should be focusing on my work. No degeneracy, no wasting time on women, okay? Like, I already know, I already proved to myself that I'm desired by people, girls like me, I'm attractive, blah, blah, blah. There's no more need to waste time in that area of my life. Like, I'm already confident. But man, my life has changed because of it. Now I feel a lot more purpose-driven, I'm more focused in my work, and I'm honestly happy that everything turned out the way it did. And I'm happy that I finally discovered the true me. Obviously, it takes a lot of time to actually know how to express yourself and learn how to do that and truly be yourself. So you'll never really know that until the day you die. But hey, all I am is that I'm happy that I am where I am today, and like I'm very satisfied with my progression and the way I carry myself with other people. It's great, and I don't think I ever would have discovered this side of me if it wasn't because of semen retention. I'm no longer afraid to approach a girl that I find attractive. I'm no longer afraid to go up to that person who I think looks interesting and I might want to add them to my social circle. I'm no longer afraid to ask for opportunities. I'm no longer afraid to take risks because I know that's what life's about, and I have that confidence that I carry with me forever thanks to semen retention.